Hello Cancer, my name is Paul and this is Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask that you connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And if there is anything you need me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay? And remember, Cancer, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Look at that Fool. A Fool right out of the gate. That is very spontaneous energy, right? That is really an attitude that we're open and receptive, right? We're ready for new things. We're ready to transcend. We're ready for perhaps something out of the ordinary. Let's put that into some context. Wow. 10 of Pentacles too. This is and the Star. This is shaping up to be quite an interesting combination of cards here. More major arcana. Okay, we got a little bit of a challenge. That's good. We got a little bit of a challenge with the Seven of Swords, so at least we've got something to talk about, right? It can't just be all amazing energy here. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We'll put it right here. We'll put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. Okay. We're going to see if it might tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need, but we are doing something a little bit different. The cat's here too, by the way. If at any point during the reading you get an idea, a sense, a feeling of what that card is, I want you to put your answer down in the comment section. All right, here's that cat. Come to join us. I want to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, if we can collectively tap into spirit, tap into source, and start discerning that mystery card together, right? Kind of a group exercise, yeah. But first, let's take a look around the room. As far as major arcana go, 1, 2, 3, we've got our 3. Seems like 3 is a pretty standard amount of major arcana cards, right? So we've got our 3. We've got our beginning and our end, and we've got the Star to guide us through, right? Very macrocosmic kind of thing here, which I like. Now we've got fire. We don't have any water, and maybe that is, well, maybe that's revealing a little bit, okay? With the lack of water here, maybe there's a need for us to really to find the divine, right, in our daily lives. Maybe it's trying to be absent so that it can be noticed, right? So it's a comment perhaps on our life right now that maybe we need to find more connection, more joy, more spirituality, right? More love in our lives, in our daily lives, in the activities of our daily lives, which we kind of see with these court cards. We have a Prince of Swords and a Prince of Discs. So there's no water. There is some air energy here. And then, of course, we have some nice, very nice earth cards. And there is a growth in the earth cards here. We go from the Prince of Discs to the Queen of Discs here. And that's going to be quite interesting. But first, let's begin with this Fool energy. I think this is us looking to make those connections, that we're open now, that we're ready. We feel a sense of freedom. We feel a sense of wonder, excitement, enthusiasm, right? And I think really with this kind of enthusiasm, it's like we're filled with spirit, right? We're filled with this divine feeling, and I think that's coming from below with this Star energy right here. I think this Fool, I think our energy to wander, to grow, to expand, to connect, right, is really being fueled by this Star energy. We're really feeling inspired right now. And the Fool, the Fool wants to connect. I think that you're going to be feeling more sociable, that you're going to be feeling more curious, that we're going to want to connect more, right? With our friends, with our family, with others who, and this is very important, others who will reinforce your sense of well-being, your sense of progress, your sense of spiritual connectedness, right? We don't want to just associate with people that are going to bring us down, right? And I think that's why we've got the Seven of Swords here in the position of the environment. It's time for us to, yes, connect with friends, find more pleasure in our daily affairs, find the divine in our daily affairs, be more social, be more curious, but also be discerning, right? Don't just attach yourself to anything. We have to be selective, right? And I think we're really going to be working toward our best life. Here's that Ten of Pentacles. The Fool is just kind of stumbling into a lot of this success, health and wealth, well-being, fulfillment, satisfaction. This is your best life. And I think the Fool is ready to start living that best life. Ready to start, God, this cat is really demanding. Ready to start experiencing that, partaking of that. So I think this is a very, very magical combination of cards. And I think with the Ten of Pentacles, we will be experiencing a closeness with our best life. I think with the Star underneath everything, we have the spiritual support. We know what our best life is, and we're ready to do it. We're filled with spirit, right? We have that enthusiasm. We're ready to go. And I think a big step toward your best life is to let this beautiful spiritual energy flow through you, out into the world, into your connections with other people and other, your pets, your plants, your loved ones. I think there's a special opportunity here to maybe open up the lines of communication with a particular person, someone special, right? In the future, we've got the Ace of Wands. This is kind of beginning something new. It could be something creative. It could be that we're connecting with someone or something that is really inspirational, something that we can put our creative energy into. But this could be the beginning of almost a passionate relationship with someone, right? Because we've got in the environment, we've got that Seven of Swords. And then in the future, we've got kind of this new creative energy, finding a new outlet for some of this fire, some of this electricity, some of this passion, right? It's the Fool kind of finds a direction to go. So it seems there might be one particular special someone that we could think about opening up the lines of communication with. Now, because this is a Seven of Swords, we have to do a botanical inspiration. We also have to do an I Ching card because we have that Fool energy. So we'll do the botanical inspiration first, because I'm wondering if this is going to have anything to do with a particular person in your life. And we also have the Court cards too that we have to talk about, which could be suggesting that there is a someone, right, that we might be connecting with. Let's see what we have. The Bellflower. Gratitude. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beatty said that. Apparently, I don't know who that is. Gratitude. Okay. Well, maybe this is something that's going on here with a particular person. Maybe there is something that needs to be communicated there. Okay. Maybe we can think about this gratitude energy as we go through the rest of these cards. Now, with the Prince of Pentacles in the recent past, I feel like you've been, for a while now, probably very much focused on your life, right? On your work, on doing things. That we've been maybe really locked into this grind, this routine, this hardworking energy, right? And maybe all of this hard work is paying off with some actual coin, yeah. And maybe you're feeling now that you've worked very hard for what you have. Now it's time to enjoy it. It's time to have a little bit of this connection, a little bit of this curiosity, right? Because above everything, we've got the Prince of Swords, air on air. I think that this is some wanderlust, right? Maybe some mental wanderlust, right? We're not confused about anything, but we're entertaining so many different ideas. The Fool is this energy that just wants to expand and transcend and just get out there and experience everything, right? But we're in this air energy about maybe where to take this Fool energy, right? This is us kind of considering maybe being on the fence. Well, should I do this? Should I do that? Where exactly should I put this Fool energy, you know? But we have the Star down beneath everything. And the Star, to me, kind of is a counterbalance to this Prince of Swords, right? Now, the Prince of Swords is the fixed air energy. This cat's, she's just demanding that I pet her. I have to keep one hand on her head or she'll start scratching at me. The Prince of Swords is the fixed air energy, so it represents the Aquarius energy in practice, the activation of that archetype. Well, this is that archetype. This is the fixed air Aquarius energy. Okay, this is that archetype, and up above, this is the activation of that archetype. So what I'm feeling is, within you, this is being activated. This sense of purpose, of destiny, of wonder, of magic, right, of blessings, of spirituality. And this is us trying to implement that feeling in our daily lives, okay? Through things like finding the divine in our daily lives, connecting with friends, connecting with, the present moment in what we're doing, and perhaps with gratitude to help open the lines of communication, right? Being thankful towards someone is a good way to break the ice, right? So I like that very much, and I think it really is leading to this inspiration, to this this really creative energy in your future, right? It's like there's really no limit to what we can manifest based on the rest of this energy, especially this Fool energy. The Fool is now becoming the creator, right? But what are we going to create? That's where we need to expand on this Ace of Wands and see what it becomes, because this is still potential. This is still just the impulse to create. What are you creating? Okay. So I think this is maybe new interests, new passions, new connections, new relationships, but everything as part of this, the whole impulse to create something. And I feel like it's transcending the kind of baseline life, you know. What you've already attained, I think, is quite rich. I think that you're realizing portions of your best life already, and now the Fool is ready to take it one step further. You know, I can't believe this cat. She's like a baby. So we move to the path of the Serpent, but you know, I do. As soon as I get a free hand, I want to do an I Ching card for that Fool energy to see what the wisdom is there. But we can talk about the Universe card, because this is the world in which this Fool is exploring. The Fool energy is wandering in this vast universe. So at a very almost unmanifest level, a very fundamental level, right? We have the spirit and we have matter. We have the Fool and we have the universe. We have the beginning and the end. We have the departure point and the destination. Right? So this is really us trying to build the absolute best life that's meant for us. And it's, to me anyway, the Ten of Pentacles very much represents the Universe card, but now clothed with the details, right? Clothed with the all the specifics, right? Because this is still, the universe is still a rather fundamental, unmanifest energy. Yeah. It doesn't have all of those particulars. Yeah, right? It just kind of represents the infinite universe. But let's talk about the individual planets and, all of the celestial bodies and, all of the various stars that are in this universe with you. So this is really like the time before creation, right? This is you as a pure spirit kind of moving over the face of the waters, right? This is the first movement that we experience. And as we become more conscious, as we move into our creative power, we start clothing that process of creation with more and more details. The picture is starting to become clear, and it's beginning to manifest, right? Kind of interesting that the next card is that 7, right? 7 days, the 7 of Swords here. Okay, let's get down here so we can do our I Ching card. Maybe the cat can help me with the I Ching card. Come on, TT. Okay. Just fix my tie, and there we go. Okay, so we'll do an I Ching card for that Fool energy. Okay. It's part of our unwritten rules here. Maybe one day I'll write the rules down. I'll post them in our Discord. If you want to join the Discord, you have to become a channel member. There are links. You can hit the join button on the main page. There's links down below in the video description if you want to become a channel member. We do extended readings, and we've got a Discord chat. Okay. So for this Fool, what is the wisdom? 62, small exceeding. Creating success, constancy bears fruit. Allow small works. Does not allow great works. A bird in flight leaves its call. Going higher is not fitting. Coming down is fitting. Great good fortune. So right away that tells me that the Fool wants to expand, wants to go off into the clouds, right? Wants to just get lost in space, right? Great TV show. The remake that they did on Netflix was pretty good too, I gotta say. Wants to just take off and expand, get lost, right? But the I Ching is counseling us to, let's not get lost. Let's take that kind of hot air balloon that we feel, right? We want to just kind of just go wherever the wind takes us and see what happens. Let's focus that a little bit, right? And I think that's part also of this 7 of Swords, finding a path to kind of stick to and not getting too dragged down by other things that come around. Let's see what the other text says on the back. Taking small steps. You are going beyond boundaries and structures, still paying close attention to them, responding and adjusting. Okay? This is a creative way to engage with the world. That's what we're talking about. New interests, new perspectives, engaging with the world, right? In this kind of new creative way. Opening up lines of communication, connecting with friends, right? The call of the bird in flight reminds you not to go against your nature and overreach yourself. Scaling down your aspirations brings blessings. What small things can you do to meet the needs of the situation? How can you take even more care? So this is an interesting kind of a counterbalance to that pure Fool, that pure spirit energy. Needs a little bit of reality, right? Needs a little bit of weight to keep it from just floating, completely out of the atmosphere. So I like that. I think that's pretty good. That means with this universe or world card that we have to kind of figure out where our little corner of this world is, right? That we want to complete our process of building our best life, that we want to step into this kind of new creative energy as an addition to our best life picture, but we have to figure out where that is going to be, right, and what it's going to look like. Now we talked about the 7 of Swords, the Queen here, the Queen of Pentacles. It's kind of an evolution of the Prince of Pentacles. This was someone doing very hard work to build the best life, kind of already had plans in place, and has now reached a certain point and has been inspired now to kind of transcend and move into the next phase of building this best life, right? So now we kind of come to a crossroads, a turning point, right? This is the Queen of Pentacles, someone who is assessing the past. And I think this has to do with this gratitude card too. We're appreciating the past. See, that figure is looking back out over the road that they already traversed. That's the long and winding road that we took to get right here. All the difficulties, challenges, all of the obstacles that you've already overcome to get right here. Okay? We're expressing gratitude for that. We're learning from that. We're understanding what we went through. We're distilling those experiences into wisdom. Okay, it's the Queen of Pentacles. It's water of earth. It's a deeper appreciation and understanding, a deeper wisdom about what we've been through. Right? And now this card then shifts, and it's no longer looking at the past, now looking at the future. Looking at the long and winding road that's ahead of us from this point. Right? So we kind of turned from looking at the past this way, we shifted, now we're looking at the future this way. And we're trying to apply that wisdom to the future. Okay? Trying to see and understand what we've been through in the past. What did we learn from that? How can we apply that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to the next step? Right? But it's not just a one-to-one ratio. It's not just a complete overlay. Because we've transcended. We're operating on a higher level now. We're stepping into a different aspect of this work. The path is going to be a little different. There might be some patterns that repeat, but the details may look different. Okay? So it's very important for us not to just simply project the past onto the future and think it's going to be the exact same thing. We've got to distill that experience into kernels of wisdom and knowledge and understanding so that we can see how the lessons from the past might apply to this new and different future. Okay? So this is the moment, I think, where you're just about to step into your full energy and lift off, you know. But we need to, it's kind of like we need to prepare a little bit first. And then, of course, the last card is the Nine of Wands, strength. This is kind of something that's keeping us tethered, right? Kind of looks like that sun is a balloon that just wants to, if you let it go, it's just going to go straight up as far until you can't see it anymore, right? Blue sky as far as the eye can see until we can't see it. But we're tethered. It's anchored to something. What is it anchored to? The moon. It's anchored to, this cat was going to go take a peek at the mystery card. T2, we have to wait just a few more minutes and we'll do the mystery card. So it's tethered to the moon, right? The moon is our anchor. And the moon, in this case, is representing our subtle psychic sense, our psychic perception, the sixth sense, right? The interior sense. And that's what keeps us grounded, not grounded to the earth. We can transcend the mundane, the manifested world. That's okay. But we're staying anchored, we're staying tethered to our self, right? To our, well, in some ways to our high priestess, which this is the patron card for this cycle of readings. It's all about the moon this time around, right? And not only that, but the planetary ruler for this cycle of readings is the moon, and hence the light blue shirt, you know, trying to get some lunar colors in here. So it really is all about our connection with this high priestess, with our own divinity within us. And that is what keeps us not grounded, not tethered to the earth or to the physical plane, but keeps us anchored in our true self, anchored in our spiritual connection. Okay? And that's where real strength comes from. That's when you know that you can fly as high as you want, right? You can kind of get lost in the atmosphere, as long as you keep some sort of a tether, some sort of an anchor, so that we can come back down again, right? And this is what's going to bring us back to ourselves when our Fool gets a little bit too lost out there, you know. But now, TT, now we can look at the mystery card. And this is the point of the reading where I will ask everybody to try to connect with this energy. Let's see what this card's going to be. Let's raise our vibrations. I'll leave the camera like this. If you want to pause the video, go ahead. I'll venture my guess as well here. All right, well, gosh. I almost want to say it's going to be the World card, right? In the Thoth deck, it's called the Universe, but in the Waite-Smith, it's called the World. So I kind of want that to be the card. But honestly, I feel like it's going to be some water energy. We're going to see some of this connection coming in, some of this new interest, new love, new a deeper emotional bond with ourselves, with life, with what we're doing, with everything. No, it's a Page of Swords. A Page of Swords. This is going right back to this air energy, and that to me, it feels like there is somebody that we need to open up communication with. This is just reinforcing that aspect of the reading, I think, where he said that there might be that kind of someone special, maybe someone related to this Seven of Swords, or this idea of gratitude. Someone that we need to start communicating with. Okay. And that could be kind of an impulse that we're feeling with that Fool and with that Ace of Wands, that we do feel the calling to kind of, you know, to begin that communication with this person. But now we have basically the Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords. We're actually starting that work. We're starting that communication, right? So we're not just kind of thinking about it or feeling like doing it. We're picking up the phone and we're making the call, right? I think that's the confirmation that we need to open up that communication with somebody, whoever that person is, right? But anyway, we're gonna do. Did she just drink some of my lemon water? It's not tea today; it's just lemon water. We're gonna do an extended reading, probably the cat and I. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. New readings for Cancer every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 a.m. Chicago time. I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through until the end. Please check your other placements. I want you to remember that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. We thank you and we love you, and we are all in this together.